Today is Tuesday, February 11th, and this is another update on my progress of beating the S&P 500 along with Bill Ackman's Pershing Square holdings. I do make these videos every Tuesday and Sunday, so if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Since my last update, I did decide to keep my portfolio exactly the same. This is what the SPY chart is going to look like right now. So right now the SPY price is above the 5-day, which is also above the 15. The reason behind not making any position changes is I'm still waiting for the SPY price to get above this level and stay there for at least a few days. That would give me a lot more confidence that the market was actually heading higher. So even though the SPY price is above the 5-day, which is also above the 15, which is a bullish signal, we have experienced quite a bit of volatility over the last week and a half. On January 30th, the SPY price was above the 5-day and the 15, and then 2 trading sessions later the SPY price had fallen below the 15. 3 trading sessions later it got above it, and then 1 trading session after that it was back below it, and right now we're still above it. So we've had 5 swings over the last week and a half where the market was trying to decide which direction it wanted to go. The last 2 dips the SPY price did make higher lows, so if that trend does continue that would leave me to believe that we are going to have another bull run soon. But again, pretty much the ultimate test that I'm waiting for is to have the SPY price stay above this level for at least 2 or 3 trading sessions. I suppose in theory it's possible that the market trades flat for an extended period of time, but generally markets are either going to go up or they're going to go down. If the markets do go down, this is going to be the range I'm looking to make additional purchases. And of course I'd be willing to add to my positions if I knew the market was going up. We're just not at that point right now. So pretty much if the SPY price stays trading within this box, I'm not going to be making any position changes just yet. These are going to be all 11 of my current positions. Right now Meta, Nvidia, Microsoft, Costco, and PayPal make out my top 5, and those account for 48.15% of my portfolio. I'm taking a slightly different approach this year than I did the previous 2 years when it comes to holding positions that have large gains. I feel like the previous 2 years I was too quick to trim or sell completely out of positions that were doing really well, only to end up buying them back later and having missed out on some more additional gains. Of course it does work out where you can trim a position or sell out of it and then buy back into it at a lower price. It's one thing to make educated guesses about where the market's going to go, but ultimately no one really knows. So I've realized that time spent in the market is much better than trying to time the market. And as long as all the current positions are super solid, it makes it a lot easier watching the markets go down and knowing that you can just dollar cost average into them again. Right now I have 78.06% of my portfolio invested, which means I have 21.94% sitting in cash. For events this week, Wednesday we're going to see the consumer price index. Thursday is going to bring us the initial jobless claims and the producer price index, and then Friday we're going to finish it off with retail sales. So a pretty big next couple of days with the CPI and the PPI report coming out. Hopefully it gives some sort of indication that the inflation's starting to come down a little bit more, because it seems like that's going to be the only way that Jerome Powell cuts the federal funds rate. Since Monday, Pershing Square had a gain of 3.44%. My portfolio saw a gain of 0.85, and the S&P 500 had a gain of 0.73, which brings us year to date. Pershing Square is at a gain of 12.88. My portfolio is at a gain of 8.93, and the S&P 500 is at a gain of 3.41. That's going to do it for today. I do make these videos every Tuesday and Sunday, so if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on Sunday.